Number 9, back at it. Happy DC morning, shorty. Happy DC morning, boy. Play DC in a little bit, but we back at it again, boy. This is something now that you don't want this to happen to you, but if it does, it's nothing but respect and honor to this situation. To the person who got arrested. Only one person arrested, two died. This is in Idaho. Nampa, never knew they had a Nampa. Like the person who made Tampa lived there first. Nampa, he said, okay, I'm going to get it right now. I'm going to retire. I'm going to call it Tampa. You know? Nampa man suspect. Oh, and this is from who TV? KTV B7. And who wrote this story, boy? He always got to give. You tell who wrote the story, man. Tell who wrote this story. I can't see who wrote it. Credit. Yeah, Paul Broke. Yeah, Paul Broke. Probably like a journalism student or something like that, you know? And like went on to get a job here at KTV TV, you know? Pretty cool. I wonder how much he get. Author, KTVB staff. Yeah, how much y'all get paid a month, man? And like how much stories do y'all have to write per month? You know, how y'all get paid? Like they're like, all right, you wrote 2 sentences, 2 paragraphs, and then they pay y'all. You know, I know y'all get hourly pay. That's kind of weird. Like, how do they pay a detective? That's my question. Like, you see detectives, they be driving all around. How do they know exactly where they at? What if they're like, yeah, I'm following up on a lead, and Detective Gamma, where you at? I'm following up on a lead. I'm home on DC Universe Online. You know? How do they do that? What, do they follow y'all? Like, tell me your location, and the supervisor come and check out what you're doing, you know? Because they be like, yeah, we've been on the clock for 36 hours. You know, that's what they be saying. And they said it in interrogation rooms all the time, how long they be working. So I don't get how y'all pay schedule work. That's, boy, I may have become a detective, yo. That's some good overtime. Nampa man suspected of killing a man who murdered his mother, shorty. Yo, do you know the honor in that? The guy didn't get away with killing the woman. The Ada County Sheriff Office, as they write here, says a man was found dead Wednesday morning in a parked car in the entrance to the subdivision northwest of Boise, Idaho. Okay. So this is like real rural, maybe? I don't know. Alright, police are investigating 2 deadly stabbings in 2 separate locations. Nampa police say the first got a call Tuesday night. So this is at nighttime, 8:43. Someone reporting a stabbing, 2100 block West Grouse Street. So what is probably like boyfriend, girlfriend, and they broke up, probably. When they arrived on the scene, I would say they found a woman with several stabs. He stabbed a woman. Yo, what is that about, man? Emergency crews tried to save her, but she died from her injuries at the scene. I wonder who found her. Police identify her as Michelle Luna, 52. Died. And I wonder, was the son there at the time, seeing them trying to save his mother? Or, you know, okay, so it's 8:43 at night. Police say they identified a suspect, Jesus Sirisha, 39, of Nampa, and started looking around the area for him. So she may have thought it was slick to have I don't know, never mind. But yeah, just before 7 a.m., Ada deputies received a 911 call reporting a stabbing in the gas station, Pelican Avenue subdivision, North Eagle, 25 miles from Nampa. 25 miles? He drove far. Hold up, man. What was he trying? He was trying to escape? And how does son know where he was at? Deputies arrived at the gas station several minutes later and found an adult man slumped over in a car, which was running but in park. Deputies got the man out of the car and began first aid. They didn't know what was wrong with him. They was like, save him, save him. He had a visible stab wound. They were like, save him. But they didn't know this man just stabbed this woman, Lord. Them paramedics be objective. They like, Journalists gotta be objective. EMTs gotta be objective. You don't know who you saving and what they did. They could just rape a little 2-year-old girl or something like that. And you here fighting to save their life. You know what I'm saying? Paramedics took the man to a local hospital. Hats off to the paramedics. I'm saying, man, they be going all out, no matter who it is. Paramedics took the man to a local hospital where he was declared dead a brief time later. So he was still alive a little bit. He probably went out unconscious or something. Pause real fast. Pause. Yeah. So Yeah. So I want. Yeah. He probably lost consciousness from bleeding probably or something, on probably internally or something. And then they transferred him to the hospital. He just never woke up. He just died. Heart probably stopped pumping or something. No, not enough blood or something. Nampa police say the victim in the Nampa stabbing, Michelle Luna, is Sueva's mother. I skipped a little bit. Edgar County deputies say Paul Cuevas, a Nampa, was identified as the suspect in Erasha's death. So Raul, look at that. He's just a little bit younger than the other guy, the killer, the mother. Deputies found Cuevas at the shack. He was waiting at the gas station. The sheriff office said deputies talked to him and eventually arrested him. Then in connection with the stabbing at I bet you he was like, yo, that's the dude that killed my mother, man. Boy, this is an effed up situation. Man, now I wonder if he have kids, man. Shoot. I remember for killing his mother's murderer. Dang. I wonder if Raul have kids, man. Now he away from his kids. I wonder if he's the only child. Man, the guy who killed the mother, you really don't. I mean, his family, like, what in the world ever made him go and kill that woman? He stabbed that older lady. I bet you it was a situation where he was like, can I have some more money, honey? And she was like, no, get out my house, and he don't have nothing. It probably was that. He's 39. She's more stable, maybe, being 52. This is real messed up. But hats off to my boy for avenging his mother's death. And in quick, fast, in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Succession. It wasn't no waiting around. He found the dude. He knew where the dude was playing around at. 25 miles away. How you find the guy? That's far, yo. That's far. Where he see the dummy who killed the mother had, that dummy answered the cell phone, was like, hello, where you at the gas station around the corner from my house. What the frick, how the dude find you? All right, I'm coming right there. What was he saying to him? Come on, be quiet. You ain't like that, son. You ain't like that. What the world, dude? You just killed a man mother, man. I want to know, was the little boy at the scene of the of the death thing, of the death, boy? That's rough right there, man. That is rough. What the frick, man? And talking about how somebody act at the scene. This right here, Hutch's wife, the jewelry, Hutch the jeweler, his wife. I forget her name, shorty. I forget her name. How she acted at the scene. It's now I see why. Okay, they want to implicate her. That's the Hutch jeweler. He was a jewelry guy, and he had a whole bunch of money. She testified that they were making between 5 and 10 million per year. Jewelers make money. And also, hats off to Duke the jeweler, our black king, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Our black prince of the world, king of his life. He doing king of his little industry. I was on Most Hated Bloggers, and I commented they were trying to decide. They're trying to figure out what gang set he was a part of, Duke the jeweler. And I wasn't trying to guess what gang he was in. I was like, he a king. And I should have typed more. I was like, here's a guy, not Johnny Dang. Or I hate that dude mother effing name anyway. But hats off to him. He's the top of jeweler. Everybody, all the rappers be talking about him and everything. But here's a black man. A black man at the top of his game. He's a jeweler. He's around a whole bunch of people who like to buy jewelry. He is setting it off, man. Everybody looking at all his jewelry pieces and all this kind of stuff, and then he loses life. What the world? It's like if you had Amazing Fantasy 15 number one. I mean, first appearance of Spider-Man. You had X-Men number one. You had the first appearance of Wolverine, and you had Superman number one. And you have a booth at a comic book freaking convention. You know what I'm saying? This is Duke the Jeweler surrounded by all these guys who like jewelry, supposedly, and like a lot of people had money there to buy it. He making connections. He is going up in this society of jewelers, and then he loses his life, man. And he's a black man. Duke the Jeweler lost his life, man. It's so sad. Johnny Dang been to all these freaking type of parties. He been all over the place talking about nobody touch him. He ain't touch nobody. But the black man getting touched all on the freaking doorknob, all on the drive-through window at Wendy's. He getting all touched up. Fingerprints all over the black man. It's sad, man. They need to find his killer because they have freaking video of the thing. They have enough video. Shoot, even just to indict him and let the people decide. Because people, a lot of times, they be trying to cross their T's and dot their I's in these criminal cases and indictments. Man, but people ain't stupid, man. People, they going to put two and two together and they going to come with the most reasonable thing. But yeah, that person did it. Somebody need to go. Because, man, Duke the Jeweler, man, he's a black man from Chicago. He went down to Texas to play dice. He went to play dice with some rappers and all that. I mean, kind of precarious, yes, but it was sort of controlled. It was a controlled environment, as much controlled as you would think. It was security there, rich rappers and all that, and he got killed. He got robbed or stabbed up. Yeah, whatever happened to him and shot. He got shot, man, and died. And man, it's ridiculous, man. It's sad. But now with this one, during her testimony, and I don't want to be coming with no commentary, man. But when I hear stuff, I seen this, and at first I did not like it because the audio is real bad. Somehow the audio is bad. And I just wanted to hear the story because I remember that white guy, Hutch, is a white guy in Detroit, right? Detroit. And when he's telling the story, they I guess they trying to implicate the wife, saying the wife know that he was accepting money from drug dealers, and you're supposed to not accept it, or if you do accept it, you're supposed to fill out a certain form. So they were just getting the money, taking the money, taking the money, taking the money for the jewelry a lot of times, and making money, but not doing it the correct way, something like that. I think they're trying to implicate her, but she also has immunity to certain things. So anyway, what happens is, they pull up to the jewelry store. Her and her husband Hutch is in a truck, and then they like see this white truck out the corner of their eyes. They really don't know what it is. He sees it. Hutch, he has a gun on him, but he doesn't know who this other person is. He's sitting in his truck with his wife, and somebody came up to distract her on the passenger side. I don't think that guy has nothing to do with it. I'm not sure. Came up with speaking to them as she testified, and then she just heard gunshots from her off to her left. It was her husband. Somebody came up and shot the husband, I think 5 times or something like that. Shot him up in his chest and all that kind of stuff. So my situation is this: she did get hit by a flying glass in her right knee, and they said that I read somewhere on there that she was supposed to be killed too. Right? That was supposed to happen. All right. But my thing is, which is kind of weird, man, is she said that she got up on the middle console, to get close to him, to her husband, and try to stop the bleeding, and she was trying to support his head, right? I don't think he was shot in the head. I'm not sure. But I know he was shot in the chest. then the paramedics came. They pulled him out the car. She said the gun fell, so she was there for all that. This is the problem. This is the thing I don't get. They put him in the ambulance, and they go to the hospital with him. Why did she not get into the ambulance with her husband, dude? I don't get it. One thing is kind of weird. That every time they mention him, she wouldn't mention the husband by name. You know, he has a first name. She's recounting this terrible ordeal. You know, maybe she don't want to share it with the public, or she's tired. She like, hey, this is my own personal story. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all, but I'm gonna call him my husband. And she keeps saying my husband. Don't he have a name? You don't want to call him by name or by boop boop, my boop boop, or call him whatever little pet name you had for him, loving name. You know, they kill Lollipop, man. They kill Lollipop. You know, who's Lollipop? My husband, man. The frick. You know, I know that she did. She keeps saying my husband. I don't know, man. You would call him by name, man. I don't know. But again, people act differently at the scene. Okay. Now this thing. This is the thing. They took him away in the ambulance. Yo, if your person just violently was taken away from you, you are tunnel vision. You don't give a frick about nothing. You are there for that person. They not dead yet. Hell no, they ain't dead. They ain't dead for another 2 weeks. They could die that day, but in your mind, they not dead. You waking up and like, oh shit, this is a mother effing real freaking nightmare. I can't believe it. You jumping in that ambulance and you going to the hospital. She testified that she went with somebody to get the extra set of keys to the shop, because the keys to the jewelry store, the keys to the jewelry store was on him, and they took him to the ambulance. She stayed behind. What are you staying behind for, shorty? What are you staying behind for? Not like your daughter was there. She said they have a 16-year-old daughter, and my heart goes out to her and the daughter. I'm just saying, your mother acted freaking weird. What the frick? If the little 16-year-old girl boyfriend got shot up, or girlfriend, she is in the ambulance with that girlfriend, calling her mother, going to the hospital. Oh, I couldn't call you because I left my phone at the scene. I'm now at the hospital. Somebody here let me use their phone. I'm here right now. So-and-so just got shot. She went back home to get the keys to the shop, the jewelry store, and went back and opened up the jewelry store, or whatever, and went in there. What kind of craziness is that? That would make me put a weird eye to everything she's saying. What is going on? Yeah, my implications are all out there. Everything is on the table. They said that she was supposed to get killed. The dummy messed up who didn't kill her. What the freaking crap is up with him? What kind of killer are you? You know you ain't supposed to leave no freaking witnesses. You know what's the name of the movie? God dang it. Wise Guys. Was it what is it? Frick, Joe Pesci and all them? Where they said the bad thing, everybody got mad at it. The N-word killers get caught in what? Sleeping in the police car, sleeping in a getaway van. You know, we do dumb stuff. They say in crimes, we always get caught. And here you go again, setting an example. You were supposed to kill both of them. They right there in front of you. What the frick? You only came with 5 bullets. Is that it? 5 bullets, and you're like, oh shoot, I can't shoot her. You were supposed to kill both people. You leave her alive to be able to tell the whole mother effing story. And plus, y'all on video. Y'all see they have video in front of the store. Man. Black people killers, man. He messed up right there. He you know, what was it? What was it called? It was Wise Guys, right? Happy Guys. You know the gangster movie with Joe Pesci, man. Everybody, you know, I Amuse You, you know, and Robert De Niro and everything. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just looking at her like, why you didn't get into the ambulance with your husband that just got shot up? He probably still gonna be like, open his eyes a little bit, be like, the dog is yours now, or something, or I love our daughter. You don't know what his last words is? She didn't even stick around to hear her husband's last words. She was like, okay, there's not enough room in the ambulance. Okay, I'll follow behind you guys. I'll catch up. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go get the keys to the shop to go in and get my cell phone. What? And then I'll come to the hospital. What? Then I'll come to the hospital. What the man? People be doing weird stuff, man. People, man. I was listening. I was enjoying this little story, seeing what's going on. Oh, what a terrible happenstance. Poor Hutch. Hutch probably opened his eyes and the ambulance was like, where's she at? Oh, I'm hurting. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Even if you think the man is dead, you gonna be in. You got tunnel vision. You are going to the hospital. You don't care about no phone. You don't care about nothing. You know. You like where the daughter at? Somebody make sure my daughter is safe. Give me that phone. You know. But all right. So that's that, shorty. Hats off to my man. Hats off to my man, boy, in Idaho, who avenged his mother's death in quick order. He didn't even play around, shorty. Hey, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't think he was at the scene with his mother. If he was, I bet you he drove in the ambulance with his mother to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? When he found out, that man got active, shorty. Gamma 9, shorty. See y'all out there. Always out here, boy.